my gosh, guess what? I dyed my hair. Oh my gosh. It's kind of purple. I like it a lot, actually. Long story short, I may or may not be going to Florida. I'm gonna drive a van about. I mean, I might buy, maybe, yeah. Because I didn't plan a lot before it. So I knew my decision, but I just had to work up to it. And it's taken a lot. And there's tons of times where I thought I wouldn't go. No decision is ever made till it actually happens. So we'll see. I recommend planning stuff, but especially if you know you're doing something, just know it and follow through with everything. Honestly, it's great. It's perfect, and everything. I know everything will work out, and I know this might be hard, but you gotta be happy either way. Don't put your happiness on that. If something doesn't happen, it wasn't meant to. Yeah, you can blame yourself. Like, I will blame myself for not figuring things out. Just know what you want and work for that and fight for it, even if it scares you. Because yeah, this trip scares me a lot, actually. If there's a will, there's a way. Totally true, but a lot does play into it too. It's kind of hand in hand. It can be both. I've learned so much, like the way the world works, and I still have so much to learn. With this thing, I know my dad's right. Like, he's told me his opinion and what he thinks, and everyone thinks it's stupid, and yeah, it is kind of dumb to do, maybe. I've kind of weighed the scales. I'm willing to risk it, and there's so many things he could just like sure to persuade me and just make me not, because he's right. There's so many dumb things. That's the cost of it. Like, why not? Why not do those dumb things? It's like, oh, that could happen, but it could also not, and then it would work out. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Just know that it will work out in ways you might not think. You will be so down, and you will doubt yourself so much. People will make you doubt yourself, but they're just loving you, and they're doing it out of love. Love or fear? Mostly love. So yeah, take it into account and let it touch your heart. But I did. And I did have a lot of rough days, and I didn't think I was going. There were so many times where I thought I wasn't going. I'm like, oh, okay, I won't, kind of thing. I'm like, I'll be happy if I don't either way. It doesn't that say I can actually consider it? I'm like, I am. Either way, I'm happy. I'm gonna do my best. That's all you can do, and if it wasn't, then it wasn't right for you, then that's okay, but it wasn't right for you to do. So do your best, and where you decide to put your intentions, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna do. Wish me luck. I just need logic. I need the logic to explain to people why I'm doing this, because a lot of the logic doesn't make sense, I guess. What they have against me, which is probably a little bit true and good to consider, but the will outweighs it. Anyways, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna go have some lunch. Super good food. Maybe I'll get back to you, maybe I won't. If there's a will, there's a way. Guess what? I'm going to Florida, and I have no plan. Actually, I do, but I'll tell you it. I just have to figure it out. Booked a one-way ticket there, thinking I would make a plan and figure everything out ahead of time. I didn't really decide a bunch of other things that I should have right away. Either way, I wanted to go to Florida, and basically my flight's tomorrow evening, and that's all I have so far. Still have a plan in my head. It's gonna work.
I'm gonna stay at hotels for a few nights. Haven't booked them yet. I'll book them on the way or when I get there. And
we're gonna buy a van. I'll tell you later once I do that. It's still a long process. Anyways, show you the chaotic mess. It's an organized mess. I just like threw a bunch of things out to decide what I want to bring and put stuff back. I need to figure a lot of stuff out and get stuff done. Not gonna go on and explain my whole plan right now, but basically I don't know what's happening, but at the same time I do, and I knew all along, but I have to not know sometimes and freak out. So it actually happens, because you actually have to do stuff, which I forget sometimes, but you can't just have your head in the clouds all the time. Making actual plans, I need people's help. We did figure a lot out at the bank today, so that's good. I'm just gonna ramble forever if I don't shut up, so let me do some laundry.
Can I eat with Isaac? Eat where? Upstairs.
Update, I'm still going. I'll have a plan and not know how it's gonna work. I know what's gonna happen, but you just gotta make it happen and hopefully everything works. Long story short, my dad booked a flight. He's literally flying out right now. He's more crazy than me. He just booked a flight last night, and him and my mom are gonna go on a vacation. Also, last night, Justin booked a flight. He came and told me. I was so excited. He's still on a different flight. I was gonna book him a flight in the first place. That's the biggest thing I wish I should have done. I'm like, come on, say you'll go, because I had to have his name on there and I couldn't like change it. But I never found a person that would actually commit, because I didn't have a plan and they needed a person to commit to a plan. I'm like, dang it, I should have just booked him one. Next time I'll know. You ready, Justin? Just kidding. You can't call me a dumb blonde though. See this? I'm a smart brunette, says Emma. When I get there Saturday morning, I have basically a time limit to figure all my stuff out. DMVs and dealerships, I have like the loan approved and everything. Hard to plan before I get there. This one I just need to like figure out along the way. I want to go out there anyways for vacation. Either way, if I need to find a way home, book a flight, that I'm still gonna go. It's gonna be fun. At least I don't have to go alone, so you guys don't need to worry. It's like a movie to me. I'm like, I know my plan, I know it's happening, but it's like I have to watch it happen and figure out how it's happening as I go along. And I don't know yet till it happens. I didn't know I was going on this trip until I was going, basically. I'm like, it's so much back and forth and back and forth. Everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. If I'm going out there anyways, I'm gonna do this and try to make it work. So glad and grateful and love you all. So wish me luck. Everyone wants to know what's going on, so I'm gonna tell you some vlogs so you know I'm alive. And
what my plan is, instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to Florida, I booked the wrong way, and please come with me. And
there's so much to figure out all the time. I'm like, I don't know, because it's like when I get there, it's like, oh, I should have figured this out. I should have figured this out. I'm just like, I guess that's how you learn. I'm not going to do this by myself like that, just so I can, make some mistakes and learn from it. I'd rather do things smartly, nervously, so excited, because I'm like at ease with it all and excited for not knowing and just like playing it out. And if I wasn't made to go, then I wouldn't go, because this is my first time flying. People miss flights all the time. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Key is to be happy already and content where you're at. You'll have an ideal one to work towards that you would want. This is what you want, so you work towards that and do your best to get that. Be okay with it not too. Morning I woke up and I was like, am I gonna go or not? How do I make this happen? The whole time leading up to it, so many things. Like, it seems impossible, but just taking those steps to get a little bit closer to that. One step at a time, and either way, whatever happens, just have fun and go with it. So that's what I'm gonna do.